Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Backfire Simsport TV. I'm Clyde Whiting, and tonight we bring you the BSTV GT4 TCR Challenge, Round 10, live from the awesome Belle Isle. In the booth with me tonight, I have Pete Bingham. Good evening.
Good evening, Clyde. Good evening, everybody.
And Bill Switzer. Good evening.
Good evening, my colleagues, and good evening, everybody.
Running the magic in the background, as usual, is Sam Boozin. Right, guys, so Belle Isle, we've all raced round here, and we know what a peach of a track it is, and how forgiving it is. What do you think we're going to see tonight, Pete?
For a start, I don't remember racing around here. I remember puckering up a lot around here and crashing into walls. So I think we've not got the biggest grid in the world, which is fine, because I think with a big grid, we'd end up with a massive pile-up of cars at turn 1.5, which is what I'm calling the left-hander after the start line. I think we're going to have a fantastically exciting race. I hope someone's got an answer for Andrew Hopley. It's going to be a wall-dodging, exciting hour.
Yeah. And Bill, this is a fantastic circuit. I know some people don't like street circuits, but this is one of those circuits where precision is everything.
Yeah, and a lot of luck as well. You know, it's like the clash of the gladiators here. It's really tough, and you know, you can't. It's very difficult to be polite here. You got to be a little bit pushy here, I would say. You got to be kind of an aggressive driver, not overly aggressive, because you're going to end up in the wall too. But it's a very, very difficult. These kind of circuits are very difficult. They really are. I mean, it takes patience, but yet it takes aggression at the same time. I don't know how you combine those two together, but I guess it's possible. And as far as Andrew Hopley, I gotta believe, you know, here's the chance that somebody can beat him, because this is an easy course to make a mistake on. And when you make a mistake, you usually bend your car. So looking forward to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree, Bill. He's one of those courses that the people that don't make the mistakes, or the people that make the least amount of mistakes, just as we see Andrew Hopley brush the wall,
Yeah,
they're the ones that tend to do well. So just for our viewers and then for our drivers when they watch it back, we're going to try a new feature tonight. Bear with us. We're going to try at the start to do a picture-in-picture view for you, so you can see the start of both the GT4 field and the TCR field. However, because it's technology and I'm involved in it, anything could happen. So, Sam, shall we have a quick look at the standings? This is round 10 of 13. So, in the GT4 field, as we've been saying for quite a long time, we've got Mr. Andrew Hopley leading the way by a long way. After that, in second and third respectively, Tom Stanley and Craig Cameron are only separated by 3 points. Stuart Dick is in fourth, and Double R, Romain Ratu, rounds out the top 5 in fifth. So on to the TCRs, and this is where it's really interesting. So top of the pile at the moment by 12 points is Chris Shaw over Kevin Vimont. Then we have another battle for third between Carl Hardy and Scott Malcolm, and there's only 43 points between those. And then bringing up in fifth is David Ayres, but he's quite a few points behind. So there's the top 5 in each of our championships for you. I personally, I'm really looking forward to this. I've only ever raced this track in the V8 supercars, which, as you can imagine, is an absolute nightmare. Although I thoroughly enjoyed it. I do remember a race. I don't know if he's with us tonight. Possibly not. Mr. Ant Woodward was my teammate at the time, and I managed to punt him off. So yeah, it's. I just think it's a fantastic track. It's just there is no forgiveness in it. It's it's not one of these sterile F1 tracks where if you make a mistake you've got 3 postcodes to get back on the track. It is, if you make a mistake you're going in the wall. And where Bill was talking about luck, the luck comes into it as to how much damage you get when you hit the wall. These guys do have 1 fast repair, but 1 fast repair only, so they're going to have to use it well. So P, if they crash early, but it's not too bad, it's got to be worth keep running. With that damage, maybe just in case you have a big one later on in the race.
You say that, but I've found that if you bend the GT4 particularly, you will crash again. It destabilizes the car in such a way that you're almost guaranteed to bang it onto a different bit of wall, especially around here. There's nowhere to go, is there? If you go offline, you've got a wall to hit, and that's a big problem. Bill was right, you've got to be aggressive around here, but aggressive means you will also hit a wall. I hope it doesn't become a procession. It's a shame that we've not got some of the key players in the TCR field. We are missing a couple of guys, including Scott Malcolm, which is a shame. It'd be nice to have them in here, but it's probably too up for an old boy like Scott. So,
well, Scott did send me a message earlier to say that he might be missing tonight. I think he's doing something. He wasn't sure what time he would be home. So
that's fair enough then, I suppose. Real life takes over every so often. We've got a fly in the ointment though, in that Jamie Wilson has joined us, and he is currently the fastest TCR, so that might upset Kevin Viamont and Chris Shaw, hopefully anyway, because it'd be nice to have someone, a third party as it were, to get involved in that little scrap. It's a tough track to survive on, in my opinion. And be competitive. I did some laps before. I'm not going to share through my own personal embarrassment the time that I managed to achieve after 3 laps. Usually I'm within a few seconds, as in 2 seconds. No, not even in the same ballpark tonight.
But luckily I can share it. It was 4 minutes 28.123.
I hate him. I really do.
We know that's not true.
So Bill, there's going to be action everywhere tonight. Surely it's a very, or I found it a very difficult track to overtake on, without doing a massive dive bomb on somebody, and putting your car where whoever you're trying to overtake doesn't want it to be. You've also got the long-ish, not straight, which you can try and outbrake people at the end of, but overtaking is going to be at a premium, and it's one of them places again that we've seen before. If there's a big one, we could have a block track.
Yeah, definitely. And Clyde, since you've experienced short track racing over here in the United States, this is going to kind of remind me of a short track duel on a bull ring. I mean, things are tight, difficult to pass. You've got to be you got to be creative. You got to be able to push your way through. And you have a 2/3 of a spot, you got to make it a 3/3 of a spot and get through. I mean, it's just going to happen. You know it's going to happen. So it's really, I'll tell you what. It has nothing to do with these fellas, but what totally amazes me, in real life, they do Indy cars here. Now, I am just flabbergasted. I can't imagine Indy cars on this course, and of course the IMSA guys race here, GT3s, which are similar to these, but it's just incredible that they race Indy cars on this track. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, certainly is. Right, so we've got 2.5 minutes left qualifying. So currently your top 3 in GT4 are Double R. Roman Ratu is currently sitting on pole position. Andrew Hopley in second and Craig Cameron in third. And in your TCRs, Kevin Vimont has managed to get past Jamie Wilson onto the provisional pole, and Chris Shaw is in third position. So this could be really, really interesting. I would guess from... I'm not Andrew Hopley. If I was Andrew Hopley, I would be going, yeah, fair enough. If I can't get pole, I'm just going to make sure I finish this race and bag some points wherever that may be. However, in the TCRs, Kevin Vimont and Chris Shaw are going to be going at it. We've seen it week after week after week after week. They always end up close on track, and we've seen tracks where they just, overtake each other every lap. And eventually one of them wins and takes the lead in the championship. So I think that's going to be a hell of a battle to watch. Good evening to Marco Lewert on the chat, and also Marco Namella. This must be a Marco takeover.
Can you imagine though if Jamie Wilson gets stuck in the middle of those two at the end of the race between Kevin Vimont and Chris Shaw? That's going to be a defining moment, I think, because we've seen Jamie Wilson. We had to rename him Jamie Sanderson, if you remember, because the close racing in the V8s between him and Wayne Sanderson was immense. It was entertaining season long. So if he ends up doing something like that in between Kevin Vimont and Chris Shaw, that's going to be fantastic.
I think, as we know, Pete, we've commented before about Jamie Wilson's driving style, and I call him a charger. He has a tendency to push, and it'll be really interesting on this course to see how well he can do against the more seasoned guys.
Yeah, he knows why he's there, doesn't he? He's there to win the race.
Yeah, exactly. I got to believe this is his perfect track for him. Really is.
Well, we'll find out soon enough, because qualifying, the checkers are out. So we just wait and see whether anybody else can improve on their positions. Just a shameless plug while we're waiting for that to wind down. We have a GT3 league starting soon, the Virtual Racing Association Grand Touring Club Cup. We've got 60 places up for grabs, and all bar 12 are already taken. So if you're umming and ahhing whether you want to join or not, all I can suggest is get in now, because it's going to fill up within the next few days. Now we'll go back to this race. So, gents, it looks like Andrew Hopley's not on pole. I think that may only be the second time it's happened this season.
I don't remember it happening before.
Nürburgring.
Nürburgring. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, wow. I'm kind of speechless. You expect Andrew Hopley to be at least like half a second ahead, don't you? Because that's what he generally is.
Yeah. Oh, and good evening to Sammy Bytorp on the chat. Sammy was with us on Sunday for our Spa 400. He's part of the Paceworks team takeover in the GT3 league.
I was going to say, everybody is, aren't they? It's the biggest team in the world.
If anybody's looking for a team, I think they may be short on drivers. Okay, guys, let's run through the grid. So we have GT4 grid. Pole position, Double R, Romain Ratou. Second place, Andrew Hopley. Third, Tom Stanley. Fourth, AAA, Abdul Al-Amri. Fifth, Craig Cameron. Sixth, Stuart Dick. Seventh, Ben Cullen. Eighth, Robert Schoenleber. Ninth, Rob Venn. 10th, Simon Chester. And 11th, Jamie Jeffrey.
And in the TCRs, we have your poleman is Kevin Vimont, with Jamie Wilson in second, Chris Shaw in third, Frank T-Bosch in fourth, and Carl Hardy behind Frank T-Bosch. So Carl Hardy's last at the minute.
He certainly is, isn't he? Yeah, perhaps he's had too many pies.
Has he got ballast? Oh dear, that's funny.
Okay, so I don't know whether we've got the picture ready for you yet. There we have it. So your main screen will be focusing on the GT4 start, and your smaller screen, when Sam stops messing about with it, well, that looks better, will be focusing on the TCR start.
I was dying to laugh just then. It was killing me not laughing.
Yeah, yeah. That's the first try.
Oh, that's class. TCRs are leaving a gap just for everybody's education. That's so that they don't get caught up in the crashes from GT4 if there are any, which in the official series they usually are.
And we've got breaking news on the chat that Ben Cullen has signed for Northern Lights Racing.
Oh, we're green.
We're gone.
We
We're
have gone. I didn't realise.
And there goes the TCRs.
Yep. Kevin Viermont's striding out with about a 6-car
Oh, we
gap.
got some cars spun around on the front stretch there. I can't.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
BMW, but I can't see who it is.
I think
Craig
it's
Cameron.
Craig Cameron.
Thank you. Greg
Ooh,
Cameron.
he's dropped a long way then, because he was right near the front.
And Double R is leading down this, heading over to the back straightaway. Take a little drive along the Detroit River with Andrew Hopley in hot pursuit.
I'm assuming these TCRs are going to be pretty well up there, aren't they, with these GT4s around here?
I would think so, because front-wheel
Eventually,
drive,
yeah.
front-wheel drive around here with such a tight and twisty circuit, they are going to be time competitive, I think.
Wow, Andrew did a nice corner on that one. I'll tell you, that's a tough corner.
He did. He's nearly pushing Double R around those corners.
There is Tom Stanley's licking his chops, just waiting to have an accident in front of him.
And he might be dying quite quickly at the look of this.
And we got the 3 asymmetric cars in line there. Tom Stanley, AAA, and Stuart Dick. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, respectively.
Yeah, this happens regularly, doesn't it, Bill? That we end up with the asymmetric cars line astern at the start.
It's amazing, yep. Yeah, it really is.
And good luck to Alan Toon tonight, who's taking part in the PDC League in the Skippy at Lime Rock. So good luck
good
with
for
that,
him.
mate.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good luck. I used to drive the Skippy a long time ago. It's ooh,
Whoa,
Ben! Oh.
Right into the wall.
Now,
Head first, and oh wow.
I'd like to say I'd never done that, but cold tyres.
It almost looked like a netcode. I mean, a network thing. I mean, he just turned right into.
I wonder if the ink is dry on that Northern Lights contract.
It's one of those where you've come around with an enormous amount of enthusiasm. Whoa, whoa! What you...
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's Craig Cameron from the start.
Yeah,
Replay. Okay.
Yeah,
that
cheers,
was
Sam.
a touch with Stuart Dick, was it?
I think so. And
In
here
the
we go with
green
Ben
one?
Cullen. He's gonna just do a slow and horrible spin.
Oh
There.
yeah, yep. It's just a little bit too.
Yeah, that's all on his
Okay.
own, isn't it?
Yeah, I've
Oh,
done
there
that
goes
so
the rear
many
wing.
times. Not just on this track. Usually I do that one at Road Atlanta. You know, when you go through that left-hander where you run quite far right over the bump strip.
Yep.
I end up in the left-hand wall quite regularly.
Yep.
Same principle. Ooh, that's fighty from Rob Venn.
Oh, Jamie Jeffrey looks like he just got popped in the back end in the back there from a TCR.
Right. I saw something in the distance, but I wasn't sure what it was.
I think it was the. I don't know. I don't know if that's Andrew. I mean,
There's a
Kevin
lot of-
Viermont.
Yeah, there's flashing lights back there. I think that's Kevin Viermont
Get
wanting
out
to
the
want
way.
it out of his way.
Yeah, I think he's trying to shift Jamie Jeffrey out of the way, isn't he?
Right. And Simon Chester is I think, annoying the hell out of Rob Venn at the minute. So Rob Venn's faster at the moment, I think. He's going to try and stuff it down the inside. He's got damage there, hasn't he, on the front left-hand side of his car. So maybe that's impairing him in a straight line, but he was definitely competitive through the corners.
I would think that the Cayman would be a pretty good car in this course as well.
You think that, Bill, but in the last few updates for these cars, they have changed the Porsche significantly. It's now not as reactive as it used to be. You turn the wheel and it doesn't kick over like it used to. It is slightly slower than the BMW still, which is annoying because you now can't make the time up in the corners.
Doesn't seem to have the power for sure.
It's not got the launch. Definitely
Nice,
not got
nice
the launch.
move.
Yeah, that's the way to drive the Porsche, definitely.
So
Good
in your
effort.
smaller picture, folks, we are on board with Kevin Veermont trying to get past Jamie Jeffrey.
I mean, that's going to be frustrating, isn't it, for Kevin? He's going to have an enormous amount of overspeed over Jamie around the corners, but then he's going to get on the straights and Jamie's going to pull away slowly.
Yeah, that's what we just saw. You know, he's right under his back bumper here, and then you can see Jamie pull it away, and then Kevin will close it up again.
Yeah, and I think the problem here is there's a Jamie front and back, and the Jamie Wilson part of the exercise isn't going to be forgiving. He's going to be inside that red TCR of
And
Kevin
there it is.
Veermont. Right, here we go.
Now,
Yes,
Making his move now.
he is. He's taking advantage of the situation here. Ooh, Kevin, a bit squirrely. Is he going to make that turn? I don't know now. Oh, where's he gone?
He definitely hit something.
He did. I think he's tagged the wall a little. And Jamie Wilson is now through, I think. Is he?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
There's definitely a fight, and this has brought Chris Shaw into it as well.
It has. And Jamie Jeffrey has kind of done one down the road here. He's hit the fast bit and he's gone.
So Jamie Wilson takes the lead. All three of them are just right behind each other. Right, we need to go on board with Chris Shaw to watch this.
Here we go.
I'm such a good cameraman, we should get rid of Sam now, I think. Oh, where's Kevin Veermont gone? He's employed the Bingham cloak.
No, it's all right. He's not doing it as well as I do. You need to make it last for at least a lap if you're going to make it effective.
Well, I'll tell you, that Jamie Wilson is a charger, isn't he? Unreal.
He's a brilliant racer.
Oh, he really is.
And he's a nice guy off the track as well. He's helped me out a few times with internet issues and things like that.
Yeah.
Great guy to have in your community.
It was funny when he used to race against Wayne in the V8s. On the talk after the race, he would say to Wayne, "I wonder how we scored with Bill and Pete and Clyde this week."
Yeah, I think for the comments I've made so far, he owes me a $5.
Oh, when he plays this back, he'll hear that, Pete. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Good thinking.
Certainly a lot of man love going around.
Absolutely.
Nice and subtle, Pete. He owes me a $5. Okay, good.
Whoa, Jamie!
Wow, good catch. Holy mackerel.
That was a good catch. TCR is easier to recover, I think. I've driven it a little bit, and it's easy. Although the Porsche is quite easy to recover as well. The BMW not so much.
They should be easy because they're front-wheel drive. You should
drive
just,
out of it, don't you?
Yeah, put your right foot on the floor and straighten it up.
I was just going to ask you that. I'm not a front-wheel drive specialist, but that's what you do, right? You stand on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just go for it, yeah.
Yeah, and the front of the car drags the back into line.
Yeah.
Makes sense, yeah, okay.
We used to drive Clios in another simulator in inverted commas, and the amount of times I'd be sideways going through corners and you just like slam your foot onto the floor and it pulls itself straight. It's brilliant.
Wonderful. Makes you look like a hero.
But
He
let's
was
check
more
out Jamie
often
Jeffrey.
he was more often sideways crashing into me.
Yeah, it was. That was where I got my name, Bumpy. But never mind, we'll talk about that another time. Look at Jamie Wilson pulling onto the back of Jamie Jeffrey now. He's on him
Yeah.
like a bad rash.
He's really roaring. Huh?
I know this isn't for anything, as in other than track position and bragging rights, but it's still impressive.
Yes, it really is.
And you see in the background there, Craig Cameron.
Okay, there's Tom Stanley and AAA. I see we have AAA back this week. He just turned his headlights on for some reason. Oh, is it getting night? Okay, that's why. All right. Oh, AAA.
Multi 21, that.
That was, yeah, definitely. AAA fully sideways coming around there as well.
Yeah, it looks like the BMWs are beginning to get a little bit loose.
Yeah. And it doesn't take the BMW long to cook its rear tyres, and that's something that hasn't changed in any of the updates with iRacing.
Well, Roman Ratu is still hanging on to lead over Andrew Hopley.
He has, but you could throw very small napkin or a first-class stamp over both of them, couldn't you? There's
Very
nothing
true.
in it.
Very true. I mean, probably Andrew's biding his time, but he must feel funny with cars in front of him for a change.
Yeah, I mean, where do you overtake other than into the sharp right-hander which they're approaching now?
Hard
And
to do.
Double R's doing the right thing. He's taking a defensive line. Where else other than here do you choose to overtake?
It's difficult. Whoop. Going for it.
Nope,
not quite.
You're asking for the car in front to make a mistake, aren't you, really?
Yeah. I mean, look at him. He's crawling all over the back of his car. I think Andrew Hopley's had enough of sitting as bridesmaid here. Oh, that's a nudge.
that was
That's a
close.
nudge. I'm here, boy.
That was a hello.
Yeah, that was more than a hello. That was an invite yourself in. This is a good camera to choose, Sam. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Look at him there. Oh,
Wow.
my word. What are you doing, son? There's nowhere to go around here, though, is there, Clyde? It's just so one
There
line.
isn't. It's
That's
follow
why.
the lead.
That's why. Oh,
To me, I think Andrew's doing exactly the right thing. He's moving about in Romaine's mirrors. He's trying to get him to drive in his mirrors because that means he'll make a mistake, and if he makes a mistake, he'll hit the wall and it will hurt.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Is that another?
The multi 21.
That was so obvious. Sorry, it was funny as. It was brilliant.
You know, you can defend around here. You just got to get your car on, the right area of the track. But when you've got somebody that close behind you, it is very difficult not to drive in your mirrors.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're not 100% concentrated on what's going on in front of you, a mistake is going to happen.
Here's an interesting little grouping right here.
Yeah, I think Jamie Jeffrey, Jamie Wilson is closing on the back of Jamie Jeffrey through all the turns, and then you get onto a straight, and obviously the horsepower and the speed of the Porsche kicks in. But then he's not got the opportunity to overtake, so it's almost like there's a massive cork in the bottle, and I think it's shaped a bit like a Porsche at the minute.
Yeah, and Craig Cameron is now tagging on the back of these.
I was going to say that, Clyde. And
yeah, he's going to have the speed to get past them.
Yeah.
We've got a GT4 TCR triple decker here. Yeah.
If I was Jamie Wilson, I'd be willing Craig to come through.
Yeah,
Explain.
really.
Explain.
So Craig gets behind Jamie Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Jamie Wilson is behind Craig Cameron.
Yep.
Craig Cameron opens the door on Jamie Jeffrey because he's got the horsepower.
Yeah, and I
Jamie
sneak
Wilson
through.
follows him through.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Then Jamie Wilson drives off into the distance, whilst Kevin Veermont and Chris Shaw are still stuck behind Jamie Jeffrey.
Yeah. If that works out, I will send you a $5 by PayPal.
What creative mind, huh? Holy mackerel.
I don't know if it's creative or devious.
Devious. That's what that is.
That too, yeah. trying to be kind. We're on the air.
Don't bother with that. We never have yet.
If I was racing now, those thoughts wouldn't cross my mind. It's I've got to get past him. I've got to get past him.
Oh dear. I'd be like, I've not got to crash. I'm not going to crash. Do you know what?
Whoa!
Here we go. Here we go. This is on.
My goodness! Wow!
On the outside,
That's
Andrew Hockley.
move around the outside. Now he's got the inside.
That's he's losing it.
Coleman's
we're
fighting
right
back.
Oh, he's not going to keep this, I don't think. What's the next
He
turn?
is.
Oh,
He's got a
yes.
right-
Oh, that's good racing.
That was wonderful. That was
And
really
Triple
great.
A's slowly closing in now.
I can actually see him.
I was going to say, Clyde, I was in the Indy Pro the other night, desperately trying not to have incidents. So what did I do?
Yeah.
I beached the car and everything. It was terrible and embarrassing.
Well,
So-
Craig Cameron picked off 2 of them now. Clyde.
Yeah, he's got past Kevin and Chris. So I just, I don't think, unless Jamie Jeffrey makes a mistake, I don't think Jamie Wilson can get past him.
No, I agree with that, yeah.
So
I don't either.
he needs something different, and that something different could be the recovering Craig Cameron.
You have to play follow the leader. That's right, exactly.
Because once, if Craig, he's
there we go.
that's that one out of the window then.
It really is, yeah. I think, I wish I'd told you to pay me a fiver if it didn't happen. Damn it! Oh, here we go. Oh, no.
Wow.
He had to get out of that, didn't he? He
Yeah,
had
he
loads of
can't-
overspeed. He
He
can't do it, can he?
without Jamie Jeffrey making a mistake.
No. Jamie on Jeffrey. No, Jamie on Jamie. Ah! Jamie Jeffrey's lost his wing mirror.
Hard to imagine on this course.
Yeah, I don't trust the graphical glitches on this. I was watching Kevin Veermont earlier, and his wheel come flying off and then reattached itself, and he carried on and did a really quick lap.
I didn't see that. So, right, let's talk pit stops. So is that really, really early or what?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No,
10 laps in. How long have we
It's-
played for?
it's not.
18.
It's not a high fuel burning track, is it?
It's not, no. I mean, you're off the gas loads, aren't you, going through all these
Yeah.
tight turns.
We're 16 minutes in at the moment. I think that's probably the earliest lap they can stop.
Right.
And it was interesting to see a GT4 and a TCR come in.
Yeah, we don't often see that. The TCRs have generally been staying out a lot longer, haven't they?
Yeah, although, again, when I talk about people doing different things, I think Kevin has done right there, and I think Jamie should do it as well. They can't get past Jamie Jeffrey, so take him out of the equation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get
Come
some
in,
free track,
pit,
yeah.
And then try and bang some quick laps in, and then when Jamie pits, Jamie Jeffrey that is, hopefully you'll come out and you're ahead of him.
Yeah, and just for noting, Andrew Hopley is slightly dropping double R at the minute. He's pulled out a 1 second gap, and he's only got 1 3/4 seconds back to AAA now.
I have to tell you something. I'm going to take a scientific wild ass guess, but it looks like AAA is closing in on the back of Romain Retu a little bit.
He is, yeah, and I don't know why, but it's definitely a feature.
No.
That's expensive, isn't it?
The boss
Oh,
went
so is that. And
Don't
maybe
do
this.
it again.
Must not laugh. Must not laugh. Going to hell if I laugh again. There we go.
Mind, that is a tank, that car.
It is. It's a beast, and it's not got the greatest turning circle in the world.
So what turn? 1 mile every 5 weeks or something? Or what?
Dear.
Well, front wheel drives are notorious for not really having a great turning radius anyway.
Yeah, I wanted to use the word panache in a sentence describing that, but I couldn't. So sorry.
Yeah, I'd like to see Jamie Wilson pit now.
Yeah, you're right. It's the only way he's going to get the advantage he needs. But we both know Jamie Wilson, he's not going to do that. I don't think he's going to pit,
Well, the only... I don't know how experienced Jamie is in this car. These other guys have been running it for the last 9 weeks at least.
Yeah, and he's ahead of them all.
So perhaps Jamie's a bit unsure on when to pit? Does he just go safe and go halfway? Has he realised it's limited fuel?
Well, I was gonna, yeah, I was gonna say maybe he's using the tow from that Porsche, but he wasn't in the tow, so that's not gonna work, is it?
Yeah, I don't think that's helping him being stuck behind Jamie Jeffrey. I think he's got. Just having a look at the times. He's just done his fastest lap time stuck behind Jamie Jeffrey.
Well, which is why I was thinking: is he using the tow?
Yeah,
because it's quite a good tow, isn't it? You close up in the corners, and Jamie Jeffrey drags you down the straights. I mean, it's quite a good deal, really.
So Ben Cullen has been in the pits.
Have you ever heard Jamie Jeffrey talk? Is he going to join us in the pits, in the interview room? Has he got like a lisp or anything?
No, he's fairly normal, apart from he's about 8'12".
Is he?
Yeah.
How's he fit in a TCR?
Exactly.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he's a pretty tall guy.
I didn't know that. Has he got like an oversized rig? Is it a bus? Is it a Leyland like Route Master or something?
I don't think he's even on a rig, mate. He's on a desk and an office chair.
That's what I use. What are we watching here? Robert Schoenleber. We've not seen much of Robert, have we? Oh, on the back. Oh.
That doesn't look healthy.
Not anymore. Yeah, there's not many straight panels on that car anymore, is there, Bill?
It looks like we twisted the unit body on that. Holy mackerel, Andy.
Well, if the safety car can do it, anybody can.
Yeah.
Well, I'm impressed with Jamie Wilson's drive so far, I have to tell you.
Yeah, just going back to what Clyde was saying. Yeah, we don't know how much he's been racing in this thing, but he's ahead of the entire TCR field, albeit there's only 5 of them.
I'll tell you, maybe what he doesn't know isn't hurting him.
Tom Stanley's in the pits.
I think Chris Shaw's closing on Jamie Wilson.
I don't think he's really. That gap is just backwards and forwards by a few tenths.
Oh, okay. Oh, and Jamie Wilson's pitted.
Okay.
Yeah. Kevin Veermont is lapping slightly quicker than them two.
It's like 2 tenths, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a massive amount, but it might be enough.
Yeah, it could be massive once everybody pits.
Yeah. Here he comes now. Over the start-finish line. Where's Jamie Wilson sat? He's out. Oh, no, he's not.
No, he's on pit lane.
Oh, he's lost out there massively.
Yeah.
That's 30 car lengths at least.
Wow.
And I think that was purely Kevin having clear track.
Yes, I think you are, annoyingly, you were right.
I know what you were saying about the tow, but I think that with a fast TCR driver, they lose more in the turns than they gain on the straights in the tow.
No, I absolutely bow to that. That was a good call.
3 seconds 6 longer pit stop for Jamie Wilson.
What?
Yeah, that didn't help
there
either.
it is right there.
Has he got his fuel calculation wrong? 3 seconds is a long time to be sat in a pits. Longer. Oh, banging. Oh.
Simon Chester.
What a curve.
He's kept out of the way, which is brilliant. I'm guessing he's going to dive to the pits. Yeah.
There we go.
If you're going to crash, that's the place to do it.
Yeah. Why do I never do that?
Now, it'd be interesting to see what happens with Chris Shaw now. Because
the replay, I think he hit that curve.
He did,
Yeah,
and
he
it
did.
bounced him right high in there, yeah. And then he kept out of the way, which is great.
Two-wheel action there.
Yep. Is him back on track now? Yeah. Yeah. Cal Hardy, line astern.
Yeah, Pie Man's currently in second, but he hasn't fitted yet.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
man.
he's not as advanced in this as he normally is he?
No,
He's usually quite high up there. Maybe he doesn't know Belle Isle.
I think he's missing all the bro love from David. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's going to be it. David Evans can't still be on holiday, right?
He is, and it's David Ayres.
Oh. Who's David Evans?
I have no idea.
I think I might have worked with one
Chris
of them
Evans'
as well.
brother, or
Yeah, Mr. Evans.
so Triple A is in the pits. Top 3 in GTRs are still out.
And they are still Andrew Hopley, Double R, Roman Rato, and Stuart Dick.
Yeah, I'm interested in where Chris Shaw shakes down into all this, because those 3 were line astern.
They were, but
when
by
Kevin
your
shot in the pits.
yeah, but by your statement, if Jamie Wilson lost out by that much to Kevin, then you would assume that Chris Shaw would as well, because he was behind.
Yeah, but was that a thing? Was it, or was it just the elongated pit stop?
Oh right, I see. So you're saying that there's a potential for Chris Shaw to get out in front of Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, possibly. There's a. I do think Kevin Veermont gained something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that full 4 seconds. I think 3 seconds of that was pit stop, and maybe he gained a second.
Right. Okay.
But when Chris Shaw comes in, does that bring him out in front of Jamie Wilson?
Whoa! Sorry.
And if it does, we've seen in the past that Chris Shaw is capable of at least chasing down Kevin Veermont, getting a totally different thing.
Yeah, totally. Sorry, I had to make an exclamation there because I thought Andrew Hopley was going to mash his car against the wall.
He is absolutely not afraid to skirt right along that wall, I'll tell you.
No, and he's got himself a 2.6 second lead, hasn't he, Bill? So he's not holding back, is he?
He's driving wonderfully, he really is.
When doesn't he, apart from Nürburgring?
I know, really.
Yeah, and he was really crap there, weren't he, coming second?
By his standards, yes.
Yeah, that was a total disaster by his standards, wasn't it?
Oh, this bit, it's remarkably technical, this little bit here. Those last 3 turns, including this one, just annoying. I can't do them.
Curves.
Yeah, they're massive, aren't they? It's like you're climbing over a building. It's ridiculous.
Whoa!
I know. How does he not hit these walls?
I don't know.
It's called talent, Pete.
Is that what I'm missing?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Look it up, Google it.
Yeah, if only someone had told me that before
Other
today.
search engines are available.
Holy mackerel. Andrew Hopley drives this car very well. Oh yeah, wow. Jeez. Surprised there's any paint left on the side of his car.
I have to say though, I am ahead of him in the officials, but that's only because he's done 3 weeks and I've done 7.
Oh.
Just some quick maths in my head.
Oh, Simon!
And I think Kevin Veermont and Jamie Wilson are going to come out miles in front of Chris Shaw.
Kevin Veermont and Jamie Wilson. Right, okay.
Actually, that time Kevin Viemont was using the damn flashy lights, and Simon went off the track in front of him. I wondered if what he was doing there for a minute.
Yeah. And just going back to Clyde's previous statement, as Robert Schoenleber gets very, very intimate with the wall. What makes you think that?
Just
About
looking
Chris?
at the gaps on the track and how long it takes for a pit stop. Our leaders in the pits, guys.
Oh. Which promotes Roman Murato Double R to the lead again.
Now he needs to make hay while the sun shines.
He needs to make a lot of it as well, doesn't he? He was nearly 3 seconds, or 3 seconds rather, behind before Andrew boxed the car.
Yeah, so that's a 31-second pit stop for Mr. Hopley. I can't see that Romain is going to do anything much quicker than that.
What is the fastest lap so far? The best is, well, it is Roman's time, which is a 1:36.2. No, it's not. Andrew Hopley, 1:36.19.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are currently halfway. We've got Double R, Romain Ratu.
Oh, no, that's Robert Schoenleber. He's
got it again.
Yeah, and I'm not suggesting for a minute that I'm... Oh, be careful. I'm not suggesting for a minute that I'm at all right. Oh, that's not a good place to be. But he didn't... wow! He didn't repair his car after his last incident. And generally I find that once you've crashed the GT4, you will crash it again because it loses its ability to turn, but he's just on the grass.
He's on the grass, yeah. It's going to leave a mark, holy mackerel.
Yeah, he was doing the verge, wasn't he? But he wasn't fully landscaping.
There's no landscape, just cement here.
Yeah.
It's quite battered now, though, isn't it?
It really looks a bit second-hand. And only 1,000 previous careful owners.
So Frank Tibosh is in the pits.
Whoever the K-Rail salesman was for this course, they made a lot of money, let me tell you.
Yeah, I wonder if Chris Shaw's going to box this lap. He does.
Oh,
Right,
yep.
here we go. We're on, Clyde.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is it.
Pete.
And what? Oh, right.
There they are, both in the same shot.
Yeah, did Robert Schoenleber carry on? He did as well. Okay. So there's Kevin. And there is Jamie. And where, pray, is Chris? Taxiing. Thought I'd get an Airways reference in for you there, Clyde.
Oh, there he is, right behind.
There you go.
And you've called it.
Came out in third.
So, explain.
I don't know. Double R's in the pit.
Double R's. I can't answer my own
Chris
question.
Shaw had a 37-second pit stop. Jamie Wilson had a 38, nearly 39-second pit stop. Kevin Vermont had a 35-second pit stop.
None of what you
short on fuel.
Well, I was going to say nothing of what you just said makes sense unless one of them is short fueled. Oh, here we go. What's this?
On here? What's happened to Jamie Wilson there, or is he just backing off and letting these guys?
Jamie Wilson and the words backing off. I don't think. Oh, who's that?
T-Bosh, Mr. T-Bosh.
Oh, right. Cheers, Bill.
He's just pitted, hasn't he? So his tyres are not up to temperature.
And he's gone round. Oh, and he's banged the wall quite heavily. And Cal Hardy was good on the brakes there.
No, I'm.
Hang on. This is it here. Has he rubbed the wall? Couldn't do that again, could you, Sam? Here we go. Different camera angle.
I don't believe so. Oh, right. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
a bit of waggle.
There.
He just lost his momentum, and momentum in the TCR is massive. If you lose it, you just get mugged all the way down.
Bicycled over that curb there or something.
Yeah. It was enough to create a massive loss of forward momentum, and I think Chris Shaw just took advantage.
I wondered for a minute if Jamie Wilson was being a gentleman and saying, "Look, you boys are fighting for the championship. I'll let you go," but I'm not so sure now.
I'm not sure that would happen.
The fight is on right now. Nice shot right there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wow.
That was close. It's bloody boiling.
So Jamie Jeffries in the pit. We've only got 2 left to pit. Both GT4s. Rob Venn from 6th and Stuart Dick from 1st.
You have seen what's on the back of Chris's car, haven't you?
I have, yes. Yeah, he posted a picture earlier.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Right.
And I can only agree with him.
What temperature you got in Paris?
It's 29 inside.
Oh, right. Okay, you win.
Just told me that it's cooler outside, so just for the broadcast, I'm gonna open the windows.
So, are we catching Jamie Jeffrey again?
Indeed we are.
We are, aren't we? Quite quickly through these tight turns. So this is a bit similar to the beginning of the race, only Kevin Viamont has naffed off down the road.
We're currently 26 outside here.
Close to that wall.
Which is about 82 in Bill's language.
Mm.
What are you going to do when it gets warm?
Move to Sweden.
There's nothing else I can take off, to be honest.
Oh, that's just more than I need to know.
Oh, God.
Mental scarring.
That's something we could do, isn't it? Can you remember
No, it's not.
Can you remember the naked weather forecast that they used to do?
Oh,
We could do a naked race broadcast.
nobody wants to know that. I just can't see Jamie Wilson sitting there to the end of the race. I just can't. He's going to have a pop at some point very soon, I think.
No, he's not going to hold back. If he can go, he'll go.
Yeah. So at the minute, your race leader is still Stuart Dick. I'm assuming. Oh no! Hang on.
Yeah, he is. He's going to run it dry. He's not pitting.
Yeah. So he's not got the biggest leads over Andrew Hopley. That's 4 seconds at the moment and dropping fast. Andrew Hopley's got an equivalent 4-second lead over Roman Ratto, or Double R, who has a nearly 2.5-second lead over AAA. So this race really isn't anywhere near over. There's all sorts going to happen all the way to the end, I think. Starting with this. Yeah, sorry, Bill.
Okay, I'm really surprised it's stretched out as much as it is, to be honest.
Well, Andrew Hopley usually is around about 6 minutes ahead of everybody else, isn't he?
Well,
so
that's true.
To be only 4 seconds ahead of Double R, that would equate to a bad race for Andrew Hopley. I don't know.
Of course, if we had a large field tonight, it would be much more difficult to get ahead.
Yeah, but I think, like I said at the beginning, if you end up with a field that's too big around Belle Isle, you end up in carnage.
Tom Stanley has crashed somewhere because Rob Venn has got past him.
And Craig Cameron. Ooh, one tyre off. Oh, no. Oh.
That might not be too bad.
Oh, that's one way to win the race.
Don't.
There's an award for going the fastest in reverse. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more worried about him getting disqualified.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh. And this is why he lost so many.
Yeah.
He's had to pause it. And this is
3-point turn, isn't it?
On any other racetrack, you would have grass in order to turn around on. And at Belle Isle, you've got concrete to turn around on. And concrete really doesn't smell as nice when you mow it.
No. Whoa!
Oh, that was a hit.
He hit the wall that time.
He did.
Definitely.
Chris Shaw.
But he ricocheted off.
Yeah. He was very, very intimate with the wall there.
We've got 20 minutes left here, guys, and the light is fading.
Have you done it again, Clyde? Have you done a surprise night race?
I'm saying nothing.
Oh dear, that's funny. That's gonna be a T-shirt. They switched the lights off at Belle Isle. Oh dear. Honestly, I'm so hot my voice is going. If I end up going silent by the end of the race, it's because I've lost my voice.
Oh, that'd be bliss.
Yeah, I'm sure it would. Yeah.
Well, you got tomorrow to recover, Pete, because you got a race on Saturday and Sunday. So.
And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah.
Friday and Saturday, and Sunday. That's right.
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah.
Don't forget those V8s. V8 officials. What? Is it podcast?
Joking.
All right. Yeah. So while we watch these guys duking out, we've got V8 officials on Fridays. We've got V8 Race Tech Cup on Saturday. This week we've got IMSA Endurance Championship on Sunday for a measly 7 hours. And then we're back to this next Wednesday.
Then Monday we'll be in a coma.
That's the replay, right? Don't say he's done it again. Sorry, go on, Bill.
No rest for the wicked, as they say.
Yeah. We'll be very wicked.
Know who's wicked.
Jamie's got scuff marks on the left-hand side of his car as well.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, we see him, didn't we? Brush the wall.
No, that was Chris, wasn't it?
No, before that.
Oh, right, okay. I
When
missed it.
Chris got past him.
I don't pay attention, you know that.
That's how Chris got past him.
Of course.
He
Sorry,
lost his momentum there,
Yeah.
Boy, it is getting dark. Wow.
It really is, and fast as well. Who knew the sun set faster in Detroit?
Yeah, sim time is 5 minutes past 9 at night.
Oh, we're going to finish in the dark.
Track is 71 degrees.
So the track's cooling down and darkening. Okay.
We do like to put these drivers through it.
Certainly do. So we'll have to find out which of these guys haven't. Or these cars might not even have an onboard light, might they? I'm thinking V8s there, where you've got an onboard light you can have, so you can see your instrumentation. Oh, this is close here. Jamie's got the sniff. That's a good line through there as well from Jamie. He's going to have a lot of drive. Yeah. Oh, has he got any momentum to carry it? No, he hasn't.
Not enough of a difference, you know. It's really
No.
difficult.
Yeah, he's not even. Chris is not even being forced to defend.
No.
I've got Pie Man's had a crash somewhere.
Are you joking?
Looking.
Oh,
He's
here we
looking.
go. He's pushing him.
He was right on him that time. Wow.
He was, yeah. He's come off the gas early.
Oh, baby.
I reckon this is into the next
Maybe,
tight right-hander. He's under
Down
him.
the inside.
Yeah. This is going to be a fantastic overtake if he can pull this off. This is going to be a block pass into the apex here.
That was
That
well
was
done.
smooth.
He set him up, didn't he?
He really did. That was excellent, that.
Hey, Stuart Dick's in the pits.
Oh, finally. Right, okay.
Say,
So,
Chris Short is not going away, though.
No, he won't do. I think this is going to carry on for a very long time. Meanwhile, Kevin Viamont has pulled out a... what's that? Ooh, a 6-second lead.
Oh, that's a lot.
Good evening to Ivanzo27 on the chat. I don't know, can you find Carl Hardy's crash, Sam? Just to cheer David Ayres up?
Oh yeah, we didn't see this, did we? Oh, it's a straight on. It's a straight on.
That's nothing.
No.
Depends what he does here, though, innit? Oh dear. Oh, I didn't laugh at you, Carl. Honestly.
Jamie Wilson's pulled a slight edge over Chris Shaw at this point.
So Ivanzo is joining us for the GT3 League.
Do we know
Excellent.
who he is or not?
Absolutely no idea. I'm sure he'll
Brilliant.
give us a clue.
Yeah.
So there's our GT4 leader, Andrew Hopley.
Apparently it's Craig Evans is the Ivanzo 27.
Okay. I was expecting somebody Italian.
I was for a second, to be fair.
Yeah.
Andrew Hopley's leisurely driving the streets of Belle Isle at night all by himself.
Yeah, he's got a 3.6 second lead over Roman Rato. Ben Cullen, you can see behind there, is a lap down, just so that you're aware of that.
Good catch, Pete.
Yeah. I have won a race. That's it. I need to sleep now.
We're still waiting for Rob Venn's Porsche to come in the pits.
Wow. Solar powered Porsche.
Maybe he took lessons from Mike Telianich.
Yeah, definitely. AAA is very competitive at the minute. He's only 3.4 seconds behind RR, and he's catching him ever so slightly.
Yeah, AAA is not scared to use the loud pedal, no doubt about
No,
that.
definitely not. That was a good line through there from Craig Cameron.
Certainly
And of
was.
course, what we've got to remember here is Craig Cameron's way out of position, isn't he? Because he qualified a lot higher than this.
Yeah.
He just had a massive incident at the beginning of the race, so it's just
Yeah.
put him
Qualified
right
fifth.
back. Sorry?
He qualified 5th.
Ah, so is he back where he started now?
He is, yeah.
Finally, right, okay.
Who was that came in the pits? One of the came
That's
in.
Rob Venn.
Right, okay, he's finally in then. I
Yeah,
guess.
last one to pit.
And Craig Cameron's got a massive 10 seconds to catch Stuart Dick,
That's a long
who is
way.
on your screen now, who in turn has, is that right, 19 seconds to AAA?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Wow. That's a big gap, isn't it?
What's happened to Tom Stanley? Where is he?
He's in 6th at the minute.
Why is
there he
he
is.
behind Craig Cameron?
Well, he's got lots and lots of scratches. Didn't we see some reversing into walls from
It was
Tom Starley
5 minutes
recently?
ago, guys.
So-
5 minutes.
I think Sam was.
something's happened recently.
I think it was that the 5
Because
minutes ago that was
no.
referred to.
It was Stanley, then
Just for your
Cameron.
memory, Clyde.
Yeah, this is his speedway drift around the corner, and then if you remember, there was the Olympic reversing, where you said, "I hope he doesn't get banned for it."
No, I get that, but the previous lap, the order was Stanley, then Cameron, then went in the pits.
Yeah.
To put Cameron in front of Venn, and then Cameron got in front of Stanley.
But Stanley's last lap was a 1:38. We'll call it a 1:39, and Craig Cameron's was a 1:37.7, and there's 15 seconds between them. So it must have been prior to the last lap and a half, at least.
Simon Chester's had another crash.
But he's still turning, well, reasonable laps compared to me. 1:40.12. He's done a best of 1:38.7 according to the SDK app.
So we are 10 minutes from the end. Our current top three in GT4 are Andrew Hopley in first, Double R in second, and Triple A in third. That's nice and easy.
It is, yeah.
And in TCR, we have Kevin Vermont in first, Jamie Wilson in second, and Chris Shaw in third.
Yeah, and Kevin Diamond has got, well, he's got an eternity between him
Kevin
and.
has pulled away. That
yeah.
early pit stop did wonders for him.
It did, and I can only put it down to exactly what you were saying, which annoys the hell out of me, which is that he ended up with clean air and no watching his rearview mirror all the time, etc., etc., that comes with riding in a pack of other people.
One day, Pete, when you grow up, you'll be right all the time like I am.
I hope I'm never that arrogant. Why is Jamie Jeffrey flashing his lights that far behind Kevin Vermont? That is hilarious.
We have to talk to him. God almighty.
That's classic.
Get out those diagonals. You'll be driving in the dark, buddy.
Oh dear. Surely it's a disadvantage to flash your lights in the dark. It means for fractions of a second, for at least 5 seconds, you can't see anything. Oh dear. Sorry, that's tickled me. He's doing it again. Genius! Oh dear. Oh, I'm going to have to make a t-shirt with that on.
But surely, as the lights go off,
Yeah.
you get more electrical power and go faster. That's why he's doing it.
Well, he should turn his aircon on then. Oh dear, that's funny. Oh, I'm buckled. I'm totally going to make a t-shirt that says flashing my lights makes me go faster. Oh dear, that's hilarious.
I know what I'm gonna do next.
Go on, yeah, do it. Do it, Sam. Oh dear.
What a shame
I'm
is you
literally
can't
crying.
have animated image printed. Would be a blaster.
Oh, I'm losing my voice. Oh dear, that's funny stuff. Oh, the series is bad for your health. You laugh too much. Tell you what, though.
He's going to catch Kevin.
Eh?
I think Jamie Jeffrey is going to catch Kevin.
I think he will. Kevin's faster, isn't he? Although Kevin and Jamie Wilson did, and Chris Shaw did exactly. Check your screens now. They've done exactly the same time last time round. 1:39.06. Each of them. That's wild, that. I can't believe they're all exactly the same time on the previous lap.
To plan that.
Can you imagine? That just shows how close it is at the top of this TCR field. And then you got Andrew Hopley leading the GT4 field, doing a 137.29, and Roman Ratto doing a 137.34. Again, there's nothing in that, is there? Nothing at all.
So this is Ben Cullen on Simon Chester.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Good evasive manoeuvre there from Ben Cullen.
Certainly was, without hitting the wall, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, this came... Oh, they do have taillights. I was going to say, in the dark, they didn't look like they had taillights.
Yeah, they're not obvious, not like the BMW. Go on, flash them lights.
Yeah, well, he's listening to us, isn't he? That's why.
Yeah.
He's doing that to us.
Do it again, Ben. I said that on the chat at the beginning. Hello, everybody.
There you go.
Oh dear, that's hilarious.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have said anything, should we?
No,
We should have just said, you know, we're that good, we can make cars' lights flash.
Oh dear.
Looks like Chris Shaw's in full court press right now, trying to catch up to Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, he's got just under 5 minutes.
Nothing to do with this race, but Clyde would be interested. Ben Cullen, found out Ben Cullen's a hockey fan too, Clyde.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew that?
I did, yes.
And who does he follow?
He told me that. Oh, he likes the Minnesota Wild, I think, because his lady friend or his wife or whoever is from up that area, I think. Pretty sure he said that.
I'm a Chicago Blackhawks boy.
I think Ben means that's where she was posted from.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Comes with a free puncture repair kit.
I guess I said the wrong thing. She's not from there. She was there. That's right. That's right. Are you a Blackhawks fan because they're playing Clyde's Golden Knights right now? Is that why, Pete?
No, I've liked the Blackhawks for a while. I think Taves is one of the best players ever.
He
But I'll
certainly
probably get beaten up for that.
No, well, he's not a raw scorer or anything, but he does a lot of stuff well. He's a good leader. He's very tough.
Yeah.
Plays hard. He's no spring chicken either. Let me tell you, he's been playing for a while.
Yeah, and the name evades me right now, but I like the guy who, in the Stanley Cup a few years ago, he had his teeth knocked out by the puck, and I can't remember who it is, but never mind.
Oh, someone
Was there a car
there
on the side of the road there?
Yeah. So Kevin Veermont is lapping TCRs now.
Oh,
He's
it's
just
Carl.
lapped Carl Hardy and Frank Tibosh, I think.
Yep. A bit of lights flashy from Kevin, with Jamie
And
Jeffrey.
Jamie Jeffrey's got past him
Yeah, something's happened.
from a long way. I think Kevin might have just got knotted up behind those two result cars.
Oh, do you think?
Got slowed up, yeah.
Here we go. Random flashing from Kevin.
Yeah, Jamie's behind
And
him.
then, yeah. Oh, there's a lot of slowing here. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Rolling roadblock.
Jamie's going to come.
Not this turn, but the
Jamie.
next one. He's going to get out of his way here, isn't he?
I think Kevin let him go, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which is sensible from Kevin.
But this is on. Look at this. There's only half a second between Chris
Great
and
battle right there,
Jamie. Yeah. I mean, Chris Shaw is not going to want to sit behind Jamie Wilson there's points there that bring him closer to Kevin slightly.
I think this
Certainly.
is the last lap.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, I think you're right as well. I've just looked up.
No, actually, no.
You're going to get one
I'm
more?
lying. We're going to get one more.
Andrew
depends
just
where
has
Andrew
the
is.
finish line.
Yeah.
So that's maybe the last one. Not for these two. We're gonna have one.
No.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these two will get one more, yeah.
But Andrew is on the last one, I think.
Right, so the white flag for Andrew Hopley, and not for the leaders of TCR. Just to be clear for everybody watching at home.
Whoa, a little scrape of the wall there.
Marco Lowett says that it's his sentence. Flashing makes me faster. and he also says that I've got a dirty laugh. That is not the first time I've been told that. So I don't think it's a rumour anymore.
He's got dirty underpants.
Well, I've got that as well. But that's a different thing. Sam, what are you saying? I'm the devil. What? Why am I not reading this more often? Oh, I'm getting slated on the chat. This isn't good. Anyway,
Don't listen to him. You're a rock star, Pete. Don't listen to him.
I've always been a rock star, Bill.
Well, I have to remind you once in a while. They all pick on you.
Yeah, I know they do. It's a good job I've got broad shoulders. So, Andrew Hopley, not far from the end of his race here, surely.
Yeah.
No.
One more corner, I'm guessing.
By the
Difficult
pit
to see in the
entrance.
dark, yeah. Andrew Hopley takes the checkered flag with a bit of flashy lighty.
We'll let you flash the
9 out
lights
of
on that
10.
one.
Yeah.
Well done.
Great
Well
result
done.
from Double R.
Double R.
Double,
Good job.
yeah.
Good
Brilliant.
job.
And then AAA.
All right.
Not far behind either. And then we've got
Excellent. Good
we've got an acre of track before we
Yeah.
get back to AAA. Half a minute nearly. And he's not that far ahead of Stewart here. Oh, that's a bit of a touch.
Another little bump on the wall.
Oh, and
There's another one. Ooh, sparks and
Or was that
everything.
the replay?
Cool.
Triple A's already finished, Pete.
Oh, is he?
This
Is it
is
Stewart and Craig? Yeah, sorry. Actually, that's who I was talking about. Never mind.
Here comes our TCR leader.
Yeah, so Kevin Vermont is going to take the win.
Whoop, where'd he go?
Where's he gone?
Yeah,
Oh,
cloak and
there
he
dagger
is,
okay.
on.
He's going to do a surprise finish.
Phantom finish.
Pop up, boop, boop. You're not there yet. Don't flash your lights yet, buddy.
So did Stuart Dix showing us not racing? He did finish
Dick
though,
finished
didn't he?
fourth, yeah.
Right. Okay. Thankfully.
So Kevin Vermont, first place in TCR. Jamie Wilson in second, and Chris Shaw in third.
Good job from all the drivers tonight. This is a tough track.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
certainly is. So let's do a full rundown of our finishes. So GT4 first, another win for Andrew Hopley. Second step of the podium for Romain Ratu, and third step of the podium for Abdul Al-Amri. Stuart Dick comes home fourth, Craig Cameron fifth, Tom Stanley in sixth, Rob Venn in seventh, Jamie Jeffrey eighth, Robert Schernlieber in ninth, Ben Cullen in 10th, and Simon Chester rounds out your GT4 field in 11th.
And in the TCR field, we've got Kevin Vermont takes the checkered flag this time round. Jamie Wilson in second. That's going to upset Chris Shaw, who finished third because he's going to lose points to him. Carl Hardy finishes fourth, quite a way back, and Frank T-Bosch in fifth. Have we got anybody to chat at? Not
Hang
yet.
on, I'm
Oh,
just getting everything lined up and ready.
why does nobody want to talk to us? Somebody
I'm
surely
sure they
must.
will. They're
Hey,
all
there
still
you
coming down. So let's get him in. Oh, let's get him in, he says, and I can't get anybody in. There he is. Let's get him straight in. Double R, Romain Ratu. second place. Over to you, Pete.
Good evening,
Yeah.
Double R. How are you doing? Bonsoir. It's a very warm night in the UK. I'm sure it is in France as well. You managed to get a second place out of Belle Isle. How do you feel about that? You were leading for a while.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's a crazy race. I don't know. I was in case to be this time in qualifying, and I'm so happy to be in the finish to the race. So that was a crazy race.
Yeah, I mean, what did you do at the start? Were you like holding back in order to get the jump, or did you do something a little bit different?
I do like anytime, and I don't know what is this qualifying and this race. I'm so happy. I try hard during the week with my teammate, and I'm so happy to see the progression for the future.
No, I mean you had a great race. In the end, you were I don't know, was it about 5 or 6 seconds behind Andrew?
Yeah,
And he did a number on you at some point in the race. But you've obviously had a really competitive race anyway. How did you feel when he eventually got past you?
I know he's faster than me, so I try to be behind him. But when I see the chrono, the time, I prefer let pass and concentrate on my race for do not mistakes, and he's very faster, and I have not the rhythm to purchase to play him.
And have you raced at Belle Isle before today?
It's the first race in Belle Isle.
Right. I think we're going to hear that a lot, don't you, Clyde? Because
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a place where you generally go racing. You didn't make contact with the wall that we saw very often, if at all, which is a talent that I have no grasp of whatsoever. So you obviously had a very accomplished performance tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, I would like to thank my team and my partner, Nuage and Kinos Pro. And I would like to... can I speak in French for my brother?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, donc c'est juste un petit coucou pour Kevin qui est à l'hôpital en ce moment, et je voulais lui dédier cette course et j'ai roulé pour lui. C'est pour ça qu'il y avait un autocollant sur le capot. Thanks.
Right then, thank you very much. Roman Morato, our second place finisher in the GT4 competition. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate. Okay, so we are going to get a rare interview with Mr. Andrew Hopley, who doesn't join us very often.
He's here.
Andrew Hopley, welcome to the booth.
Good evening.
Good evening. Win 9 of 10. Double R made you work for that, though.
Definitely. Fantastic race tonight. Really, really enjoyed it.
And we watched, we was watching that battle with you behind him, and you'll probably prove me wrong here, but it looked like you was just doing everything you could to be annoying in his mirror, maybe hoping that he would make a mistake. He wasn't making a mistake, so then you concentrated on a few corners on setting him up before finally getting down the inside of him.
Yeah, pretty much as you've said. The first 5 laps, he pulled away. It was like struggling to stay with him a little bit in the first 5 laps, and then tyres started to sort of set in, and we found some pace. Got onto his bumper, and yeah, it's a really tight track, so trying to get a move done was pretty difficult. He was getting a really good exit on some of the fast stuff as well, which made it really, really difficult. So yeah, congratulations to Roman for that qualifying lap as well tonight. That was fantastic. But Yeah, just once we go up onto his bumper, it was just I know what it's like to be in that position, you know. And so yeah, we just tried to harass him for a little bit, see how he took the pressure, and then yeah, we were. He was really quick on the last sector. I don't know if you noticed that, but he was quick coming out of those last 2 or 3 turns onto the back straight. But we were quicker in the tight sort of midsection. So that's where I plan to set him up really, and we had to go around the outside. Pretty tricky, but I mean, what a race, mate! What a race!
It was a great overtake. You know, in general, you don't. This is going to sound a bit daft. You don't struggle in this car, but it seems like maybe you struggle. You either struggle a bit more than the others, or you're a little bit more careful than the others on cold tyres, because we seem to see a lot where. You know, even when you're on pole position, which is 99 times out of 100, we look at the laps, you know, 5, 6, 7 laps in, and we're like, oh, interestingly enough, Hopley's not really pulling that much of a gap on everybody else. And then you look at lap 20 and Hopley's 25 seconds in front. Is it a conscious effort to be careful on those cold tyres, or do you genuinely struggle until you get the temperature there?
I think it's a mixture of both. But yeah, definitely. I mean, if I'm on pole, if I get pole position, the goal for me is to just be calm. I just try and, you know, whatever it takes to just clear my head and just be calm. You know, the worst thing to do is to sort of work yourself up and think, right, I'm gonna dash away from here. I'm just gonna, you know, drive away from everybody. That's not what goes through my head at the start. If I'm on pole, it's a case of, right, we're at the front. Let's just see how the first 2 laps go. Take it easy, and it's worked out for me this season to do that. I know that a lot of other people might take a different approach, where they would, you know, jump on the opportunity to create that gap. But like I said, it's worked out for me this season to sort of take it steady first couple of laps and just feel my way into it, and yeah, progress with the pace as we go.
Well, you know, it's great advice for other drivers that are watching, because, you know, we've seen it in other series that we do where, like you say, the pole sitter just tries to beat everybody on the first 3 laps and get a bigger gap as possible, and quite often you see them sliding off the track or just wrecking their tyres. So yeah, you know, that was a cracking race for you. Like I say, the battle with you and Double R was really intriguing to watch. Like I say, you know, the way you hassled him and then set him up, and he was obviously over the moon with his second place. So Andrew, it's great to hear from you. Anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go?
Yourselves for the broadcast, Meraki, the lads at Meraki for the support, and yeah, Roman for a quality race.
Excellent. Well, congratulations again on the win, and hopefully we'll get some more interviews out of you in the future.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers, Andrew. Okay, Pete, so we've only got one more person that wants to talk to us tonight, and that is our TCR winner, Kevin Vimont.
Hello.
Hello, bonsoir, Kevin.
Bonsoir.
How are you feeling after that? You've got a race win in TCR at Belle Isle, one of the most tricky of courses to navigate through. Jamie Wilson's done you a favour in terms of the championship, and Chris Shaw, I don't think, is feeling very positive after that race. So how are you feeling?
Yes, I'm very happy for this race. I training a lot this week, and I don't know the track before the championship. I know this week, and I love this track.
I'm sure you do. Any track that you get a victory on's got to be a good track, right? So tell me what happened in the pit stop phase, because you pitted. Hang on, let me get this right. You pitted early, didn't you?
I have pit at 9 or 10 lap because
Yeah.
Jimmy Jeffrey is very very slow in this start, and I say I have the good wins in this track, and I prefer Pit in lap 9 for drive very fast and create the gap for the overcut.
Yeah, you managed that very well. Clyde had called it, which annoys the hell out of me because that meant I had to agree with him, which I never like to do, as you know. And then after that, you pulled quite a gap in the end over Jamie. I'm talking Wilson now, and Chris Shaw and Jamie stayed together for the rest of the race. You've now gained some more additional points because Jamie's positioned himself in this race, at least, between yourself and Chris Shaw. That gives you a bit of a buffer into the next series, doesn't it?
For the championship, all is possible for the three last week because I say a crash is possible at all moments, and it's very difficult to battle with a new opponent for this championship because Jamie is very fast and he has not lose anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
we know Jamie from V8s, and obviously you don't. And yeah, you're right. He's a very fast driver, and you don't know him, so you don't know when he's going to do either early braking or late braking, etc. So I understand exactly what you're on about there. Is there anybody you'd like to thank or have a shout out to before we let you go after your race victory?
I would like to thank my team, my partner, and my teammates, and my engineer for this setup of this race.
Awesome stuff. So thank you very much, Kevin Veerman, our TCR race winner. Congratulations.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Good night.
Okay, so nobody else wants to talk to us.
It's rude, isn't it?
So yeah, I love racing around Belle Isle. I love watching racing around Belle Isle. It doesn't matter what cars it is. I just think it's fantastic. And you know, as we said before the race started, the guys that make the least amount of mistakes are the ones that will come out on top. And that was certainly the case. Andrew Hopley, you know, you can't take it away from him. You know, 9 wins out of 10. Although I do think it'd be interesting to see next week. I think we're at Virginia. Was it a one-off this week that the you know, some of the others are getting a little bit closer to him, pipping him in qualifying, even though they didn't manage to take the win away from him. You know, I'd like to think that the other guys are getting closer rather than it was a lack of practice or something from Andrew, but I'm sure all will be revealed next week. The battling was great. We see some really good overtakes on a really, really tricky track. We see some big accidents as well. But, you know, overall, like you said, fairly small field for this series, but still a fantastic night of entertainment, Pete.
I think the reduced field played into our favour in terms of the racecraft that we saw. Too many cars on this track, and you end up with a massive pile-up, and a pile-up in between two concrete walls means a stoppage. And we don't like to see that. So I think it did well for us, to be honest. I think Double R, Roman Rato, getting ahead at the start was a bit of a warning shot to Andrew Hopley, and to his credit, Andrew has proven that he can come back from that and has still won the race. I think there is an abundance of people who are willing to take it to him now, and that's very reassuring for the competitiveness of this league. Belle Isle has done exactly what we expected it to. It's given us some drama. The racing has been phenomenal. That hour went past in minutes, to me anyway. And some people maybe out of position or with lack of practice caused us to bottleneck at certain points, and that's added to the excitement. Different strategies, brilliant. All of it's brilliant. It's just great.
And Bill, you know, I think we all made some good calls in this race tonight. We see the let's call it the Namela effect work for Kevin Veermont, although I don't think it was pure undercut. I think it was more he could do faster lap times when he was in clear air. And in the GT4s, as Pete says, you know, we're hoping that, you know, this field is looking at Andrew Hopley and going, do you know what, mate? We want to beat you, so we're going to put extra practice in. We're going to try that much harder, and we're not going to take the crown off you this season, but maybe next season. What do you think, Bill?
I absolutely agree, and you know, Andrew Hopley seems pretty humble about his situation. He knows he's the king of the kids now, but he knows that Roman was giving him a little problem tonight, and I think he's aware that, you know, those guys are going to get better. He'll, you know, he's doing a bang up job. Nobody's better than him right now, and but you know, this too can pass very easily. It's you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, and these guys, the ones that we have in this league, are bound and determined to get better. We got no slackers in this league, so which is a good thing to see. It was great to see Jamie Wilson. Unfortunately, you know, when it affects points, it's not a real nice deal. But I'll tell you, I mean, I love watching that guy drive. He's a charger. He's a go-getter, and I really enjoy that. Not Belle Isle, not my favorite place, but I have to tell you, it reminds me of my favorite form of racing, which is short track, either dirt or macadam racing here in the United States. And it was all that. I mean, the close knit, you know, a little bit fender rubbing and stuff. And, you know, I mean, it's not a gentleman's type sport, but it's very entertaining. It's a lot of fun, and it's a gas to watch. But it was really a good night, and I totally agree with Pete. If we had 50 cars here, we would have been in big trouble tonight. So it really worked out well. Enjoyed it, and the hour did go fast.
Excellent. And Sam, any final thoughts from you?
I wonder what would happen if we raised the GT3 league there.
Holy mother of God.
Oh dear, Sam, don't do that.
It would be great.
Oh, never.
Now, less crash than I expected to have today. Driver did pretty well. It was a great race again. Battles all the way down to the end. So that's really cool. And the Barra doing his thing with Andrew Hopley. That presumes something new to the end of the season, and maybe Andrew will not be as dominant as he was in the past. We'll see.
Yeah, I just touching on something that you said there. None of the crashes that I can remember tonight were car on car.
No,
it was all people losing it on their own. So I think that does show the standard of racing. And Scott Malcolm, interestingly enough, has just popped into the interview room.
Doesn't he realize he didn't race tonight?
Let's drag him in and see what he's got to say. Scott Malcolm, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Where was you, buddy?
Top my tad up.
Oh, dear. Can you get a tan in Scotland?
Yeah, of course. No, I had a prior engagement, so couldn't get out of it because I really like this track and I wanted to do it, but like you said, real life comes first.
We could have used your exciting type of driving, Scott. Too bad you weren't here.
I've started watching it a wee bit just to see how it went. What was the final scores of the doors?
In the TCRs was Kevin Veermont, then Jamie Wilson, and then Chris Shaw.
Right, okay.
GT4s was Andrew Hopley, Double R, then Triple A.
Was the usual suspects then?
Yeah, fantastic drive from Double R. You know, he grabbed the pole position in GT4, drove away from Andrew Hopley at the start, but then you know, Hopley went into Hopley mode and managed to get him back with a fantastic overtake. So that was really good. In the TCRs, it was really, really close. You know, Jamie Wilson has joined the league now. He's a fantastic driver. We know him from the V8s, and he really put it to Kevin and Chris. Finished in the middle of them, but Kevin did a very early pit stop because he was stuck behind Jamie Jeffrey, and the other two didn't. And after the pit stop shook down, Kevin was about 4 seconds in front and then just pulled away. So yeah, it was a tactical masterclass from Kevin tonight.
Cool.
And I'm presuming we will see you back next week at Virginia.
Yes, I'll definitely be back next week.
Excellent. And you haven't signed up for the GT3 League yet?
Not yet.
Okay. If you're thinking about it, we have literally got 11 places left. I've just signed up another one.
I was going to say it was 12 at the start of the broadcast.
Yeah. And there's 3 more still to pay, so that takes us down to 8 places. So I expect it's going to be full probably by the end of tomorrow.
Right, well, I'll have a think about what night's that on again?
That's on Sunday evenings.
Sunday evenings.
Every other Sunday evening.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, if you want to join us in that, Scott, feel free. Thanks for coming and have a quick word with us. And we will see you next time out, hopefully at Virginia.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there next week.
Okay, mate. Catch you later.
Catch you later, guys.
Cheers, Scott.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so Scott Malcolm, who couldn't race with us tonight, but I'm sure he'd be pleased that Chris Shaw finished 3rd instead of 2nd, but it's still a big bag full of points for Chris. So let's see if I can get this right this week. We are back on Friday with the iRacing official V8 Supercar Series. We are then back on Saturday with the V8 ESC Race Tech Cup. And then we are back on Sunday with the ESIA Endurance Championship. So it's about time we close this. Thanks to the drivers that turned up. Thanks to everybody that watches. Thanks to Pete, Bill, and Sam for joining me in the booth. I've been Clyde Whiting. I'll say good night. Let the guys say good night to you, and we'll close. Good night, all.
Good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed everything you saw here. Plenty more from Backfire Simsport TV coming up very soon in the week. See you there.
Good night, everybody. It was a pleasure to be here. Glad you could join us. Thanks to the drivers coming out and, of course, my esteemed colleagues. Have a good evening.
And good night, everybody.